My Webtoon and vertical scroll comic skills sucked when I did this. White Manga here, the creator, writer, and illustrator of Apple Black, published in Saturday AM with the world's most diverse manga series. And we just struck a deal for that reason and the quality of our comics with Webtoon. But before our companies had a baby, they kind of wanted to see just a basic idea of how the vertical scrolls would look when reformatted from our print comics published worldwide to a more vertical scroll experience in color, all that good stuff. It didn't have to be perfect, but just to see. And so the creators were tasked with putting together a demo, if you will. And this was mine. Now, I had never done webtoons or vertical scroll comics before. I'd seen it here and there, but never really read any even. I went to work, reading a couple series, seeing what's out there. I looked at a lot of Solo Leveling, but I looked at a lot of other top series on Webtoon, including Avatar: The Last Airbender at the time, which was in a similar situation where it was content that was in print and then converted into vertical scroll. Fullmetal Alchemist, Hell's Paradise, Sonic, and now Saturday AM properties, starting with my series, Apple Black. So yes, Apple Black is available to read for free on Webtoon, and more Saturday AM series will follow. Finally, for those who haven't been able to get their hands on the books, for those of you too young with not that much dough, here you go. In this video, you're gonna see me convert my manga pages from their original state to the colored vertical scroll with limited experience because I was doing this for the first time, so I did not know what I was doing. We'll talk about some of the mistakes I was making, the fun I was having, why I'm making the decisions I was making, and where my instincts as a comic creator kind of kicked in anyways, regardless of my novice nature of this format. And by the end, I'll also share some major goodies on how to avoid all the mistakes that I did make in this video. There you go. Starting off, these were the pages, still in that traditional look from the volumes. For those who've been following for years, I drew these manga pages over a decade ago. So for some of the pages, I don't have the layers anymore. For some of the pages, I actually created new layers, kind of remastering things for the volumes that came out in 2022, traditionally published and distributed in 2022. So basically, over the files that I lost, I created new layers. Those I still have, but the original art, layered stuff from like Manga Studio, not even Clip Studio Paint, don't have those files anymore. A ton of pages from the early chapters are lost. So these pages that I'm actually going to be working with to create this demo for Webtoon were pretty much flats, which obviously would be more difficult to work with when converting it to scroll, which I had never done before. I watched some videos on YouTube, didn't really understand it fully, but I just needed to cook up something real quick. I know Clip Studio Paint had a Webtoon mode, so I was on that, and I knew to have the width, maybe 800 or 1600 because I'd seen that somewhere. Wasn't too sure on the height or how that worked. Obviously, I know now you can actually adjust the height however you want. This is just a default, and I left the resolution at 350, honestly, because I was afraid maybe the file size would be too big. And then I was trying to understand the number of page divisions versus number of pages, and I could have just done number of pages. Anyways, I just picked a number, wasn't too sure what was happening. We have to move forward. Time is of the essence. And I believe at this time I was working on volume 5 or something. I was working on something, so I didn't have that much time to work on this. But I have learned a lot since then. Especially now you guys can see Apple Black on Webtoon, where you guys can go read it free. There are a lot of things I've learned, do's and don'ts, certain principles, and you guys will be able to learn that. I created a pretty cool document on my GUMROAD where you guys can go get that and learn about 20 key principles that will help you create your own vertical scroll comics. All the sauce that I will be sharing in this video will also be put into a document available on my GUMROAD, breaking down everything we will talk about and then some in detail, as well as all the Clip Studio Paint files that were used in this video. You would have access to everything so you can play with it yourselves and maybe learn even further. Finally, I had the 4 sections together. I did page divisions, so essentially all I did got split into 4 parts. I know now to do number of pages. That's more what I want. Another big error I made was taking the black and white pages and converting that first before doing color, when it actually made sense to color the pages first. Because if you notice, when a webtoon or a vertical scroll comic becomes really popular, a print version is not far off. We saw this with Lore Olympus, which was a big seller when it came out, even though the comic was free to read on Webtoon. On Ordinary, the same thing, Solo Leveling. So those are cases where they're taking the vertical scroll and converting it into print, where here I could have just colored it and had the print ready to go if any new publication was on the horizon. And then I converted from the colored pages, which you see me do in other videos. But didn't know what I was doing. Obviously didn't think about it that long. And so I took the grayscale pages and edited from there. I knew the panels had to feel horizontal, so I liked the idea of elongating that sky and adding to it. I had enough instincts to know, okay, we want their scrolling experience to be cool, right? So they're going from the sky to then the reflections on the water. I knew the pages didn't have to be one-to-one. I could take some liberties. So you can see here me redrawing certain aspects of the statue, make it bigger so we can see more of it. I ended up using some of the assets I created here for the final that you can actually read on Webtoon. The point is, I got some instincts. I wasn't completely lost. But one thing that would have come in handy here was knowing the on-screen area, which I didn't know at the time. And so you ask, what is that? What is that? It's to go up to View and then click on On-Screen Area Webtoon. This then highlights a section of the scroll, kind of giving you a guide of how this would be seen on mobile, which is where most of this is going to be read anyways. How are people going to be able to read your comic on their phones? How much are they going to get to see? This allows you to decide the spaces in between panels, how long you want them to keep scrolling before they read the next panel or a word or whatever the case may be. You have more control over what they see, guiding their eyes. Now back to this. I remember I actually redrew that building in Apple Black Volume 4, so I decided to use the latest version of that drawing where things are a little bit more layered to replace what was there in the old, because again, remember, it was flat and lost. So thankfully I was able to carry that over. Still was figuring out how to pace the spaces and the gutters in between the panels. Didn't really know what I was doing. Like I said, prior to this, I had read barely any vertical scroll comics at all, but I had looked through a couple things here and there. Even with some of these panels, I knew when you take a panel there and you slap it on the vertical scroll to close the panels, you don't leave it open, like the panel lines fully close. So I knew that. I knew to create new sound effects just so it'd be easier to edit. I'm working from a page where all the layers are lost. Stretched out more of the speed lines, redid the sound effects so they were movable. I'm kind of copying and pasting full pages and then blowing them up afterwards. This one's a little tricky because the head below kind of overlaps with the one at the top. So I knew I need to redraw it, which is what I did. Same thing for the Sano here. Some of this would have been flat anyways, because when I started drawing Apple Black, I was drawing the inks traditionally. So it's not like I would have been able to get that Sano from behind the panel anyways. But at the very least, if I had the original files, I'd be able to turn off the tones. I just decided for these, I'm gonna leave the tones on and I'll just color over them and still make them look good. Now I have the panels where I want them. It's time to slap in the text. This is how I decided to do it, by giving it a stroke. Instead of putting it behind a box, I could have put it behind a box. It's kind of, whatever I'm feeling in the moment. And for some reason, this is what I wanted to do versus the box. What I'm noticing now is that the text is not that congested, not really, but a little too congested for vertical scroll. Vertical scroll really wants you to breathe here and there, especially depending on the scene. If it's not a chaotic scene, the text should be more spaced out and placed in the way that guides the eyes better. I think when I was doing this, I was still in my page format vibe. Once I got the text out of the way, then I did the coloring. Again, like I mentioned earlier, this was a mistake. I should have done it backwards, but we grow. And with my technologia know-how of Clip Studio Paint, started figuring stuff out, playing around with the gradients, new flats over it, and then giving them blending modes that make them work better with the tones that I can't get rid of. I liked the transition of being able to go from the sky to see the statue from a distance and then to the river. I think that was one of the strongest, most webtoony things that I did instinctively. Then you jump in here doing the colors for the background. If you guys want to break down on how I color, the shading, the lighting, gradients, and all of that, I have several videos that go into more detail. The mood layer, the blending modes of like a linear burn, and when to use a multiply and all of that. But I did this as best as I could. It was great because the silhouette here is layered. Still give it a dash of some lighting. I got to get rid of the box and then finish up the drawing of the background, and then I colored. I think overall we made it work, using your airbrush with certain blending modes to really make that potion in front pop. And I just kept going, adding in the flats and doing shading for all the panels from top to bottom. I try to do some shading techniques here and there, putting a little bit of airbrush so that the skin isn't completely flat, maybe some parts where blood would be, and making those a little redder or pinker for the skin. Generally for the coloring, I was looking a lot at things that would be very familiar with vertical scroll readers. I looked at some solo leveling while at the same time still trying to do things that are unique to me, especially if this is something I'm going to do over and over again. With Webtoon and vertical scroll comics, because it's in color, there's a lot of work and you hear a lot of burnout. So you want to make sure you're developing a style that is something you can replicate or when you get help, that your help can easily replicate as well. I created new speed lines for the reveal of these shady characters behind Sergo here, and then I did some shading, making sure everything's in tip-top shape, usually on the new layer with the linear burn blending mode, reduced opacity, and it's like a dark blue hue based off of the environment. And then with an airbrush going over in a certain area so it doesn't feel flat. And that airbrush also has a blending mode on it, maybe a color dodge, color burn, just seeing what works. What I also noticed a lot with, I experimented a lot with this vertical scroll test. I noticed a lot of comics used the blur, radio blur, Gaussian blurs, motion blurs, just to help sell the action in certain moments versus just relying on speed lines that you'd see in a more traditional manga. So I played around with those as well. I noticed the text balloons had to pop out of the panel, so they were never inside the panel versus say how it looks in the original. Sound effects did a similar thing, but I think today I handled that better, especially with using things like speed lines, text balloons, sound effects, and all of that to kind of guide the reader's eye to keep scrolling going from top to bottom. I don't necessarily think everything is so congested, but I think I could have let things breathe a little better. Also adding some blurs for the characters as they charge onto Sergo. And overall trying new tweaks here and there to really make this pop. Taking the airbrush, giving it a glowy feel. Like I said, maybe a linear burn or a screen, lighten, whatever works to make it all look cool. In a way, with the coloring style, I'm developing one here in real time, because I'm figuring out what I want to do. Because prior to this, think about it, I don't do colored comics. Forget about just creating for vertical scroll. You kind of have to develop a coloring approach or guide, period. I do have some colored pages in Apple Black that I think came out pretty cool as well. But I think it's different knowing that you're setting yourself up to develop this for multiple episodes, coloring everything. Like, how is it going to work? How is it going to work on a team? You can't just do your own thing. People need to be able to come in and help you. So you have to develop that style, that culture, that guide. I like what the glow was doing here, so this was pretty good. Decided to add it in a couple other places. For those moments to pop with slight sense of warmth. But overall, it's a dark scene, nighttime, all of that. It was almost too light, so I had to bring it back to the gloominess, you know what I'm saying? And then when I was done, at least done enough for the test, it was time to export. You can do export Webtoon or export multiple pages. I don't think it matters that much. You get to decide what kind of file format you want, if you want to export all the pages or just specific pages, and then obviously where it's going to be saved. And then you hit OK. Sometimes you can export each page individually, or you can export all of them as one giant scroll. Because one thing to remember that I didn't at this time is that yes, these are scroll pages, and it's like page 1, page 2, page 3, but ultimately when this is read, it's just one long scroll comic. For the 2.5 people that made it to the end of this video, I thank you. Hopefully you enjoyed and learned from my errors. This is the final. These are how the scroll pages looked, at least separated into 4 parts. Obviously, this is going to be all together in one if you were to read it. I have all that gigantic space on the last one where I just put the logo. So really, it was just 3 pages. But again, I had some of those instincts to leave that room, imagining the scrolling and stuff like that. I just needed a little bit more time to settle it. That said, using my document available on GUMROAD, I was able to convert these pages into a much better set of scroll pages. Obviously, you can go read them on Webtoon, but it ended up looking more like this. And trust me, if you read it, it's far better. Now that said, I did add more things and change a couple things to add to the new experience of reading Apple Black on Webtoon versus in print. The Webtoon editors didn't actually ask me for any of these changes. A lot of the tweaks and differences with the manga volumes, all of those decisions were actually mine. Because at the end of the day, what was in the manga volumes were already good. I saw an opportunity to make things better, so why not? Webtoon essentially only gave me a few pointers on the vertical scroll experience, legibility with the text and stuff like that, and a suggestion starting episode 1 a little differently, which I agreed with for this new Webtoon experience. But overall, all the changes you see, I'd say 95% were all mine, and I think it worked out. All to make things better. Enjoy. Like the video, Holy Ghost, smash the subscribe button and hit the bell so you stay notified each time I upload absolutely anything. Turn on all notifications. Get the manga volumes or read it free on Webtoon. Like the comic, super like the comic, leave comments, support it however you can. Join the Patreon, it helps production a great deal. Colored comics are no joke, but there are also some really cool rewards. Check out more videos. It's White Manga, and I'm Audi 9000.